In the year 1099, during the height of the First Crusade, the armies of the Church stormed Jerusalem. They fought with unparalleled ferocity, their faith driving them to reclaim what they believed to be the center of God's kingdom on earth. Through blood-soaked streets, they marched ever forward, driven by divine conviction. After days of unrelenting battle, the holy city fell to the Church. Within its hallowed walls, a discovery was made. Beneath the most sacred temple, hidden in a labyrinth of ancient vaults, the Knights Templar uncovered something that would change the course of history. It was an artifact unlike any they had seen before, pulsating with an otherworldly glow, its surface etched with strange, unholy symbols. They believed it to be a gift from heaven, a weapon to secure their crusade. But this was no divine blessing. As the Templars approached, they felt its power, a mix of awe and dread. It whispered to them, faintly at first, like a distant echo. Yet even in their triumph, unease lingered in their hearts. What was this thing? And why had it been hidden away for centuries beneath the holy city? At first, the Templars believed the artifact was a weapon forged by God's own hand. Its whispers promised wisdom, victory, and power. Everything they needed to fulfill their holy mission. But those whispers grew louder, more insistent, seeping into their minds like poison. What began as divine curiosity soon turned into an obsession. As the days turned to weeks, the Templars changed. Their prayers grew silent, replaced by furtive rituals in the dark. They began to dream of fire and shadow, their thoughts consumed by visions of infernal grandeur. The artifact demanded more from them, a blood price that would bind them to its will. One by one, they knelt before it, their oaths to God forgotten. This was the first heresy. In their betrayal, the Templars unleashed a force beyond their comprehension. The artifact, now awakened, tore through the fabric of reality, opening the gate of hell beneath Jerusalem. Flames erupted, and the first demonic legions clawed their way into the mortal realm. The holy city, once a beacon of divine faith, became a gateway to damnation. The Church's armies, unprepared for the horrors that erupted from the gate, were thrown into chaos. The demonic forces swept through the streets of Jerusalem with a ferocity unlike anything seen before. Men, women, and children fell beneath the claws of infernal beasts, and the sacred stones of the holy city burned in hellfire. The devastation was absolute. No sanctuary was spared as temples and homes alike crumbled under the weight of the infernal assault. Those who could flee did so in terror, while the faithful who remained prayed for a miracle that never came. The holy city, once the crown jewel of faith, had become a realm of shadow and fire. The Church's forces, unable to stem the tide of destruction, made the heart-wrenching decision to retreat. Jerusalem, the holy city, was abandoned to its infernal fate, left as a shattered monument to the Templars' betrayal. The gate of hell stood open, a scar upon the earth, marking the beginning of a conflict that would rage for centuries to come. Over the next 8 centuries, the Church waged war to reclaim Jerusalem. But this was no ordinary war. It was a crusade against the forces of hell itself. The once holy lands became a scorched battleground, crisscrossed with trenches and littered with the remnants of countless battles. The Church, now transformed into a theocratic war machine, summoned angelic hosts to aid their cause. These divine warriors, radiant and terrible, struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. On the other side, the heretic legions, bolstered by the power of hell, rose to meet them. Armed with infernal weapons and driven by unholy fervor, They turned the tide of battle into an eternal stalemate. Through it all, the echoes of the First Heresy remained. Every trench dug, every battle fought, every life lost. It all stemmed from that moment of betrayal beneath Jerusalem. The Trench Crusade is not just a war of nations or ideologies. It is a battle for the very soul of humanity, waged on the blood-soaked soil of faith and damnation.